Good sour. What's good, Jonas? Good Christ, Manny, guys. What's up, brothers? I think it's been so long since we've traded, bro. It's good luck for Guap. Arthur. What's up, Finn? What's up, Gaddy? What's up, Roddy? I think you should kick those or not. Yeah, we're gonna kick them, bro. We're gonna kick everyone in who doesn't attack, bro. 100%. Good kiss, babe. Let's go, Corgi. Good luck today, brother. Good, Danny. Good morning, Ruben. Did you get the 4 points? No, I didn't get the 4 points. Let's just say that. But I was more aggressive, but I wasn't as aggressive. Can you show your entry model when I take a trade? Yeah. So Bella, looking for manipulation higher morning. Can still happen. Definitely still happen. Good Cabo. Let's go, Roger. You should play at least one game of Clash Royale on your PC after trading. I can do that. I'd have to download something. I can set it up next stream if you want. You don't have to make it in the basketball world. You got trading. I don't want to. I don't want to make it in the basketball world. I just want to. I just want to be where I was. Just want to be where I once was. I'm gonna play basketball. I'm gonna play basketball today and tomorrow before the game. Are you gonna trade on the live account? Not on YouTube streams. When I trade my live account, it'll be on the Discord streams. Or I'll trade it on live stream, but like on my phone, for example, not on the screen. Is there a new league opening gap? There's always a new league opening gap. Can you explain once you got your trade model? Yes. I will explain everything from before I enter to after I enter. You just gotta stay and watch. When are you gonna start the live account? Once the daily chart offers a discount, probably. I don't want to trade it in all-time highs. Maybe it's possible this week we'll execute a trade if we can get a nice move. I'm only taking the highest probability setups. Why not? Because you always losing live. Because I don't trade as good as I do on my own in compared to when I'm streaming in front of thousands on YouTube and TikTok. Although if I keep chat closed, it should be fine. How do you feel about Max winning? What does that mean? All right, let's open up the funded accounts. So main priority is this zero eval account. I am trying to get that done this week. If we trade well this week, we will be eligible for a payout, I think, on at least one of the accounts. But we'll see. We're just focusing on the executions. What happened pre-market? Dumped. What's the draw for today? We'll cover everything. Bear with me. In the meantime, eat my Greek yogurt. We'll cover bias and we'll cover the plan at 9:25. Should give everyone enough time to be here. The banana yogurt? It's different, bro. Every time I'm in here, 5 gaddies follow me. Sorry, man. Just don't get scammed. Summer months are usually hard, Arthur. It's usually slower. Where are you at, Gaddy? This is lunchtime for me. I'm in Eastern time, so whatever time it is Eastern, same time for me. That would be a clean CISD, Ryan. Yeah. Hopefully it forms like that when we actually want it. Is the Discord live trading going to be free or monthly payments? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do? Asia low to London high. Full daily reversal is possible. Should trade after 9:30 open, right? I trade after 9:30 open. So if you want to trade my model, then yeah, you should wait till 9:30 open. But you don't have to wait my model. You can trade however you want to. We'll cover buys at 9:25. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and I'll cover my personal game plan going into today. Just because redemption week after I got spanked, no redemption weeks, brother. No such thing as a redemption week. Simply trade well. The market will give you what it's going to give you. There's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. All you can do is what you know works. And that's it. You may take the best trades this week, and they may all hit stop loss. You may take the best trades, and they all may take profit. I don't know. Who knows? But as long as you trade well, you'll be fine. I will cover bias at 9:25. It usually does, Adam. Yeah, it usually does. But we'll get. Yeah, let's just say usually does. I think it's day 88, Gooby. That's good, Garrett. When does the giveaway end? I'm thinking we can give away the accounts on Friday, or we can give them away on the next Friday. I feel like the person should have the accounts for August. That's a good time to get a brand new account, or like the start of the week at least, right? The 20% off, I believe it ends on the 31st. So if you're planning on getting an account with a 20% off, we have until the 31st. I guess we could also end it then. Bias will cover bias in 1 minute. Any trades? I don't trade before 9:30, so nothing yet. What you saying for gold? Gold's really choppy on the daily chart, but looks like we're starting to expand. Eventually, I'd look for this. Eventually, I'd look for that. Not today, though. Alright, let's cover bias. We have 5 minutes before we got a close chat. So, first things first. On the current week, the weekly bias is bullish. I'm expecting a new all-time high this week. Okay? So, the higher time frame draw is all-time highs and then potentially whole numbers. However, there is, personally, I think that we can trade lower to previous day's low at least. And if we inverse this fair value gap, then I'm expecting the weekly fair value gap to get hit and or this low right here, right? So for now, I don't know whether or not we're going to inverse this, so I'm not bearish. But I do think previous day's low is a strong draw on liquidity, and I think we could potentially reach that today. And the only way we're going to know is just by following the order flow. So 15-minute chart, currently order flow is bearish. I'm not going to fight that. London high went above midnight. We've broken down. We got the breaker in Asia. We got the breaker in London. For now, I'm going into 930, looking for going into 930. I'm bearish, but if we start getting bullish order flow and we shift, then I will also shift my bias with the order flow. So what does that mean? It means I'm probably not going to execute a long reversal model. I'm going to have to wait for a protraction because just my bias is going to align with the current order flow intraday. That's it. We could get a full daily reversal model here because it is Monday, no news, in which case we do kind of usually stay range bound. So we could easily just see something like this, which means we would just take London lows because we're in discount now. But if we do go lower, Friday's low is a strong draw. So for now, going into market, we're looking for 1, either a classic model long, 2, protraction model short, and if we get the reversal, then we'll shift the bias and look for London highs. But right now, as of right now, I'm not expecting London highs to get hit. I'm expecting London highs to stay safe if we get Friday's low, should the bearish order flow continue. But let's say, for example, we come out and then we inverse this fair value gap or we close above here. That's order flow is bullish enough for me to start looking for longs. But game plan now, either classic model long, which I don't think can form. So we can't even trade the classic model today because we've already taken pre-market lows. So it'll unless we like just pump up here and then inverse back, then we can classic model short. So besides that, we're gonna have to pretty much wait for a protraction model short or a reversal model short on 930, and we just trade with that premise. And then obviously, like I said, if we get the bullish order flow, we shift our bias with the order flow that shifts. That's it. Very simple. What do you use to mark out the sessions? ICT, kill zones, and pivot TFO. If I see an A+ trade, I'll execute the funded, or at least like an A setup. I'd probably demand A+ on a day like this because it's no news Monday. What's your view, bro? You're late, bro. I just went over every single thing. You're late. Next time, you gotta come earlier, bro. But to summarize, right now, going into market open, I'm looking for shorts. If we start shifting with bullish order flow, this isn't enough for me. If we shift to bullish order flow, then I'll change my draw, expect the daily candle to flip, and look for London highs. But as of right now, that's not what I'm looking for. As of right now, I'm bearish. In fact, I actually like the fact that we're moving up right now. I like the fact that we're moving up right now. Hopefully we can move up more aggressively. But we're going to have to combat between, manipulation above 930 and just completely shifting bullish order flow, right? So I'm definitely not going to take a reversal model long today. I don't think it'll form. I mean, it could. It'll probably be a protraction. So we'll simply see. So we'll see. There's some sort of clean discount level. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this 30-minute SIBI, and I'm thinking it could potentially hold. So that's your 30-minute SIBI. I'm not going to annotate it, but I'll just keep an eye out. 930 opens, single pass higher. All right, we're going to minimize chat. As you guys know, listen, this entire week, chat is staying minimized after 9:30 until my trading is done. We got to stay locked in. We got to stay focused. Let's try to trade well, not hesitate. Last week we did pretty good with that. So we'll just do the same thing we did last week. Just a little more focused. So we immediately come up, take out the short-term buy side from pre-market. We may go straight to all-time highs. I mean, that's a pretty big candle. Nothing we can do about it, though. My model's not going to form here. We have a full opening range gap lower. You see that? That is definitely something we could target. If we inverse this, it's not even shortable because of how large the fair value gap is. There's just no way I could execute a trade like that. Or make sure focus on your trading, Roger. Everything else will come. Don't focus on the money. But we may go straight to all-time highs. Nothing we can do about that. I have it annotated here. I think there's a lot of major earnings this week. A lot of stuff's pumping. The video actually opened red, but damn, it could literally have been generational wealth. I'm gonna say it repeatedly, but it really could have been generational wealth if I just held my stock positions through the war. That war in the Middle East. Literally screw that war in the Middle East, bro. If that shit didn't happen, would have been able to hold confidently my longs. Generational wealth, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Not okay, not generational, but very significant percentage-wise. So pretty bullish order flow right now. Looks like we may get the new all-time high. Again, not something I can trade. Simply going to be waiting. All the buy side from pre-market. London highs is there. I'm personally viewing this as a Judas swing, but at some point you have to say, you know what? Okay, we may just pump the entire day. And it's possible. It's a no news Monday, so I don't favor it. I don't favor it, but definitely possible. Because usually in no news Mondays, we don't really have that significant of a price run in one direction. So if we really get premium or discount, you can really expect a move back into the range. Nice Asian range consolidation. There's London highs taken. Yeah, I guess like 23,350 would be like final, in my opinion, if we're gonna just keep expanding. I'm not saying I expect it yet, but if we do, this would be like final objective 23. There's -2 Asia, and it's a whole number. We've taken out London highs. This could be a classic model short, and I wouldn't mind it if we just got like a strong. I don't even know where we shorted actually. It's probably not gonna form. Is YM pumping? Of course not, bro. YM's going down. The dollar sideways. Okay, we do have the S&T at London highs. We probably get the new all-time high here. I mean, it's right there. Again, not something I'm looking to capture. Simply not in my scope to take a trade like that. For those of you messaging me, I got you. I'll add you. I'll add you into the giveaway. I got like 4 or 5 messages. Do not worry. In fact, I might as well do it now because. So there's a new all-time high, 23350. I probably wouldn't expect more than that. This still could be a Judas swing. Um, this is your first presentation. We're pretty far in premium right now, so we shall see. Anyone who was trying to pick a top last week likely just got stopped out. Kind of makes sense that we have this run. Anyone who was trying to pick a top and they saw the pre-market was dumping probably thought, I don't know, maybe the all-time high was set. I feel like it kind of makes sense now that we run a new all-time high right at 9:30 open as quickly as possible. So we'll see. I don't think I would short the first presentation inversion, although technically it does meet model criteria. I'm just not so convinced that we're going to go lower now. So we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to be patient, not force anything. Pretty crazy short if we get it. First presentation inversion, classic model all the way to pre-market lows, target 9:30 on the way back. 22 contracts. So we're gonna be working with around 6 micros. Although in this account I should risk a little bit more, but let's call it 8. So we'll see if we can now break down. I think I would short that. This would be pretty. In fact, I'd have to wait for a CISD, so it makes sense. Again, like I said, 2350. I don't know how far this can go, but 2350 is already pretty extreme in the premium sense. So we'll see if we can break down lower off of that London high, because the game plan is completely. I mean, the game plan hasn't really shifted now, but we've delivered both buy side and sell side. So I'm expecting a move now back down to sell side. Maybe not all the way down, but maybe. I feel like we have reason to explore lower. This imbalance left. A return to new week open, maybe. Maybe the org opening range gap. Right. Keep this annotated probably for the week because it hasn't been filled whatsoever. That 75% level overlaps pretty perfectly with the new week opening gap. So we can just remove the 75% level. So just cleaning up the chart. I gotta keep my chart clean, otherwise it's annoying. Okay, so we'll see. 2350 is approaching. We'll see if we get it. I don't know if we will. After 2350, it's 24. 23.4. Oh, we'll see if we get there. We don't have to, though. It doesn't really change anything whether or not we do. We'll see if ES gets London highs. That's my main idea. See if ES gets London highs. If we do, but don't take all-time highs, that would be a previous day's high S&T, and that could be a good candidate for confirmation of lower. Again, we'd have to see the CISD right here, though. So we'd have to actually come back and break below here. So we'll just wait and see. Definitely not interested in longing this. I also don't want to short all-time highs, but in this specific instance where Monday's one-sided expansion, we're in a very deep premium on the day as well. I don't mind shorting all-time highs, looking for the opening range gap, for example. If we're really, really bullish, then we'll keep this open. This opening range gap, it's possible it just stays open from here to here. That's your opening range gap. Yeah, that could just stay open, meaning we won't fill it today, and that's always possible. Always possible. Possible. Including that volume imbalance. So falling just short of 2350, falling just short of all-time highs. I mean, sorry, London highs. We could actually take a protraction model because that draw is still there for ES. So if we happen to get a nice discount before ES reaches that London high, although I don't think we will, but it might, that could be a trade idea that I'd be happy to execute. So just waiting. First 15-minute candle is there. Obviously, we've shifted. So we're gonna have to probably find some high probability continuation long. Probably expecting this to stay open. There we get to 2350 level. So we're now not just above all-time highs, not just above high of day. We're also -2 standard deviations of Asia, almost at -2.5. There's -2.5. ES is about to take all-time highs as well. There it is, equal ticks. There it is. So ES makes a new all-time high right there. I wonder if NVIDIA switched to green. I wonder. No, it's still red. Wow. Crazy that Nasdaq's doing this and NVIDIA's red. 23.4 is like, if we hit 23.4. So extreme and premium, man. If we get 23.4, man, I'm gonna be honest, like, waited all weekend for this, boys. Unfortunately. Is this even tradable? I mean, you could have got in on first presentation. I don't know what you'd be targeting though. Just hope and dreams. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have chat open. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not about to sit here and watch this and suffer alone. Whole weekend for that. It's okay. This is not shit PA. I mean, it's different for everybody. For me, this is not tradable without a question. There's no entry model. That's high probability. It was unsafe for me too. I wouldn't take this. Too far. How am I gonna take this first presentation when we just made an all-time high? Like, there's no way. Why is that first presentation for you? It's not for me, bro. It's first presentation. It's not subjective. The first for value gap and regular trading hours. This one, it's not there. It looks like it's there because it's 9:30, but this candle does not exist. Signal? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If you didn't click buy already, bro, you're fucking cooked. Wait till lunch. Saw the mini pre-market for long, but I don't trade that. Even yo, Ryan came in chat and was like, this like CSC looks good. Yeah, it's time for us to get off the charts and cut off. It's only shit if your bias was wrong. It's very subjective. It's very subjective. First things first is there's no such thing as shit price action. That doesn't even make sense. It's not a thing. Second of all, I do sometimes, Carlos, yeah. Why doesn't that candle exist? Because it's before 9:30. It has to be after 9:30. This is 9:29. Unless you got in pre-market, you FOMO'd this long. I think a lot of you are just too concerned about what other people trade. It could be delusional, but that liquidity pool is so far that I don't even know if it's valid. Lunch highs from Friday? I mean, maybe. It's possible. I don't know, bro. How do I know? The only thing I know for sure is that if you consistently use this, the edge is present. I'm going to use that one. This one is, it's not clean enough for me to say this one yet. Is this a juicy swing? I don't think so, bro. I wouldn't say this is a doo-doo swing. This looks like straight distribution. Can I enter longs or too late? I think the fact you have to ask me says something, brother. So it can't be the Fibonacci if you're taking home. Yep, exactly. Exactly what you just said. All of a sudden, everyone trades pre-market and there's A plus setups. Listen, don't worry about everyone else, bro. It doesn't make it's really nothing. Addy, I'm gonna be honest. You're just gonna have to go in with minis and try to catch like a couple of points, like literally short and target this fair value gap or something, bro. Did you catch the bottom? No, bro. Yeah, we have to wait for 10 a.m. now, probably. It's gonna be really hard to frame a high probability long. Would even be surprised if we dump all the way down too. That's what you're gonna have to do, Addy. Just a couple minis and target like a scalp. I don't think it'll let you go 5 minis. I think 3 will be your best. But I wouldn't long. I mean, I don't know, bro. Listen, everyone has different criteria, guys. For some people, maybe they love this price action. For others, they don't. Me personally, there's no way my model formed anywhere here. This is not something I would capture. 10 out of 10 times, I'm going to miss this move, and that's okay. There's just no way I'm capturing this move. You went long pre-market and got stopped? Yeah, it happens. I personally never long. I never touch pre-market. What's bad about going in pre-market? If I see a setup, I get in most likely going that way. There's nothing wrong with going in pre-market as long as you have the data that tells you your edge is present. Don't just trade pre-market because the exact same model that formed at 9:30 formed at pre-market. That's not a good reason. Trade pre-market because you've traded pre-market over a long period of time and you know if you continuously follow this specific edge in pre-market, it's profitable for you. Okay, then trade pre-market. Who cares if everyone says don't trade pre-market? Who cares what they say? You make money trading pre-market more than you lose. So trade it. Me personally, I don't touch pre-market. I don't even wake up early enough to trade pre-market, and my edge is very strong post 9:30. So I don't even want to go for it, you know? I also feel like trading through 9:30 open can be very dangerous. Can be very dangerous. So I don't like it. But everyone's different. You do what's best for you. Accumulation not taking shape. Yeah, it looks like we might get sideways. I mean, we're in a very funny situation. I actually wonder what the book map or whatever that liquidity chart looks like right now. Because is there really any liquidity above? There probably isn't. So, and I'll tell you guys why shorting all-time highs is bad. It's because there's no liquidity above. So that means if the market's gonna run to a new price level, it's gonna get filled orders. Like, there's no orders here. If you guys watched my most recent video on YouTube, which I highly recommend if you haven't, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's probably like no orders resting from here to here. So if we're gonna pump, we can pump right through, you know? Unless the market maker offers liquidity here, but I'm sure you guys get the point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this video on my YouTube. It was a good video. I'm happy I made that video. Do you not use standard deviations for ultra? We did use standard deviations. That's how I got 23.5 and 23.4 whole numbers rounded with age and range. 23.5. That video was actually peak. It's actually wild. I know, right? It is wild. It really is wild. There's probably a lot more you could go into it too. You went on my own study after. Yeah, the CFTC has good. There's also the CME has stuff in there too. Well, I choose Asian range standard deviations. I like to use Asian range when it has a very clean consolidation. Otherwise, if I wasn't using Asian range, I would lose the 15-minute leg below midnight open. So those are the two levels I would be looking at for my deviation. This is my backtested deviation. I don't know how other people do it, but for me it's very simple. Daily chart deviations on the 15-minute time frame, most recent leg below midnight open. Asian range standard deviations is good for any direction, manipulation, or distribution. Either or. No trades, no. Potential reversal here. I personally can't touch shorts anymore, unfortunately. No trades. You're looking to sell? Definitely not looking to sell. There's just no way now. In hindsight, are there any trades I would not? 100 out of 100 times, I'm not executing anything here. The model did technically form off of this candle, but then again, I don't have a draw on liquidity. So is there even a model? No. The first step of my model is draw on liquidity. I guess I could have targeted like 23.5, like I said. It's a 1 hour trade. There's no way I'm going to risk, at least not on my funded accounts, risk 1 hour for an imaginary 23.50 liquidity pool that we don't even know if it's going to get hit on a very far, which is not worth it. Now, maybe if this formed down here, why not sell? No way there's enough liquidity to go higher before going down. It's not like that, right? The idea is if market buys keep coming, SciPro, they're always going to overwhelm whatever sell side whatever liquidity is resting above, because there is not that much resting above. Say, for example, there's 5 limit sells here, and then the algos are pumping like 10 market buys. It's going to keep burning through every single high level until the algo stops market buying, you know? That's pretty much it. It's going to go right through. It's going to go right through every single level until it stops pumping market buys. That's why we often see probably a retracement in lunch, because these algos probably pump in the New York session. If it goes one direction, I'm sure those algos start taking profits in lunch or something. I think that makes sense, but we don't know for sure. You got an ad? Oh, shit. Let me know when your ad's over, bro, because then I'll explain it again. I have no idea, delusional. I have no idea what bookmap shows. Hey, let's go, Bio. Bio, are you sure, bro? Because I feel like it's so obvious. Like, obviously, this is the fair value gap, the chosen one. I heard FTT said 10:30 is the only when retraces happen and shit or something. It does sometimes happen. I mean, 10:30 is a key time for me too. Yeah, Bio, it's so obvious. You got any level you're looking for it to retrace to? Probably the 15 that's forming. That would be nice, I guess. But I'm gonna be honest. It's not gonna be high probability. This is probably like an eval setup idea. Yo, yo, SciPro, are you back yet? How long was that ad, bro? Click skip, man. Okay, was mid. Oh, you are? Alright. The idea is, I think you were saying, there's not enough liquidity to go higher. That's not how it works, right? Say there's a certain amount of sell limits here, probably provided by the market makers, because there needs to be some sort of ask. Otherwise, these people can't even trade efficiently. So, say there's like this many orders, right? It's not going to be that much because there's no liquidity pool above. So let's say, for example, just to make it very simple, there's 10 limit sells in this price range, okay? Stacked up, maybe from here, some, right? Any market buys that get pumped through an algo are going to easily eat all this liquidity up. It's going to just absorb all of it, and the market's just going to keep repricing higher. and higher and higher and higher until the algo stops market buying. You know, or people stop market buying. I don't know if big ballers are playing today, but that's the idea. It's gonna easily pierce through any. It's just gonna keep going until it stops market buying. Pretty much is the main idea, right? Because the levels higher are just so easy to get through. Why would the algo go up there if there's no liquidity for them to take above? Good question, bro. Why? Because they're already in longs. You know, already in longs. What percent do you risk on fundeds when we're at all-time highs? A lot of people are talking about de-risking. What about you? I already risk very little on my fundeds. I risk 0.25%. Wait, no. Yes. Wait, what? I'm tripping. Yes, 0.25. I risk 0.25 on my funded accounts. So I'm not going to de-risk more than that. I mean, that's already pretty extreme. There's 23.4. Is that the funded account or the drawdown? Bro, you think that could be a drawdown? Come on, bro. Just use some. You gotta use some common sense, bro. 0.25 of the drawdown. Do you realize how small that is, bro? 0.25% of 2,000? You think I'm risking $5, bro, on a 50K account, bro? Come on, man. No, you're good though. No, obviously on the 50K, right? On evals, I'm way more aggressive. On evals, I'm risking 1.25%. How much you recommend risking? It really just comes down to how much money do you have to spend on evals and how confident you are that you're gonna get payouts. Yeah, a lot of people say 125 is pretty low, but I'm very happy with 125. Let's go check out the other markets, man. And obviously, if Nasdaq's gonna pump like this, dollar should also sink. Yes, it looks like it did, kind of. Gold futures. Gold might actually give a nice setup here. Gold might actually give a nice setup here. Oh, there's not. Oh, hell no. We're that far up? That sucks. YM? Hella lame. I would do. What's 1R delusional? How many accounts is that? What do you mean how many accounts? How many accounts is what? No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it today, delusional. You can easily pass that account. – 9 days until rebuild. I'm in 1K drawdown. You think I should risk more? Yeah, I'd risk. I would risk. I would risk up, bro. I'd probably risk 500 minimum. What is high probability to your opinion? And for how long have you been a trader? High probability. My model's already high probability. If my model just forms blank, it can easily be like a B setup. How'd you get the 400 mark? Just a whole number that aligns with deviations on the day. 500 minimum. He only has 1,000 left and only 9 days. You can't really be risking any less than that. No, when you pass, you no longer pay fees. Can you share your model? My whole strategy is on YouTube for free. If you want to learn it, it's up to you. Do you have any vids backtesting your model? I have one video of me backtesting 18 months. Well, actually, in the video, I only did 6 months. But it's a 2-hour video where I backtested 6 months of data on my model. And then I also cover 18 months. So, there you go. How many micros are... I definitely do not trade minis. How do you draw them up? There's 2 ways I'm drawing them up. In this scenario, because it's a daily expansion, I'm using the 15-minute leg below midnight opening price. This is your daily manipulation leg. The second thing I'm looking at is Asian range standard deviations. I'm also just using whole number to get 23.4. Whole numbers, very simple. Every 50 is pretty significant in my opinion. Yo, what do you guys know about the Costco hot dogs? Does anyone know here? Does anyone here know about the Costco hot dogs? Do you ever just use tube levels and extensions to target all-time high? Looking for sells? Not anymore. No, it would just be too aggressive. Maybe on an eval if I want to take a trade and just hope that I can pass in one trade. But definitely not risking anything on my funded here. So, am I waiting for something? I don't mind going long if we can offer discount. It might be a 1050 macro. Like, it's going to take some time. So, Costco Shabadoing Booing's fire. What about that chicken? Oh, that rotisserie chicken? Did you guys know how much money they made off that freaking chicken? It's actually crazy. What's good, Raj? How many accounts have you blown funded? I haven't blown that many fundeds, but I have blown a good amount of evals. Well, are you including fundeds that got paid? Nah, the chicken bake? What's the chicken bake? IKEA meatballs? Bro, you gotta leave my chat. I don't know. I don't know nothing about no IKEA meatballs, bro. Hell no. What's the Costco chicken bake? This? What is that? It's 5200 user. User 11232212212. I don't know what this is, bro, but I'm gonna say Costco hot dog. Costco hot dog, you get an immediate return on your investment, and that shit hella cheap, bro. It's like a cheesy chicken burrito. That's pretty cool. You seem like you're in a much better mood than usual. Well, I'm just happy I get to read chat, to be honest. I always feel bad for reading chat, but today I don't feel bad because it's gonna be a really long time before anything forms. Like if even. We'll wait. We'll see. But what you know about Hema Brood? I don't know what that is, bro. Love you too, Raj. Costco, Sam's. I don't know what Sam's Club is, but yes. Use your code on Alpha Zero. Message me on Discord, and I can add you into the giveaway. Do you invest in ETFs? No, I don't invest in ETFs. I do have no, I do have a little bit of money in ETFs actually. I have one automated portfolio. I like to do most of my investing myself. Chicken on the Rocks. Chicken on the Rocks is fire. How many? Oh, you're weird. Cheers, brother. Yeah, just message me. I got you. Are you gonna trade PM? Of course, if I can. Um, you know what? Like I got some money getting dividends. I guess I can show you guys. I wonder if I can adjust. Like I got most of my in bonds, equities, a little bit in gold. Like bonds are really safe to invest in. Bonds, just a whole bunch of them. Which country are you originally from? I'm from Turkey, but live in Germany. My background is Iraqi. There has to be buy side above there, bro. Listen, I'll say one thing for sure. If this happens to be our all time high level left like this, that'd be very funny. That's all I'll say. If we get a protraction model that forms, I mean, I don't mind taking it, but what areas are key? So once we get like past two standard deviations of Asia, it gets pretty very far in premium. Like I really don't want to be longing anywhere from 2 to 4 unless I have a very clear draw on liquidity. That's for the Asian range. So like -1 to like -2 is a very nice target for Asia if you're expecting a distribution. For the daily PO3 manipulation leg, -1 is usually a minimum. I would not expect less than -1. -2 is that same sweet spot area. Think about it like this, okay? We manipulated from here to here 58 points. Therefore, we should at least distribute 1 times that, which is 58 points. And if it's a real distribution, we'll at least double 2 times that. That's the logic behind how I use my standard deviation. This could technically be a model. You could try to get 1 risk reward from it. This could be the 1R ATM model right here. And just pray for a 1R. Oh man, 1R is just getting harder and harder. Right, bullish for value gap, you get the inversion. We can tape read it. I mean, this is technically the model. Would I ever take it? No. But let's tape read. As soon as this candle closes. Ah, of course it filled up. So we can tape read this. Again, I would never take this, but someone could make the argument that it's not actually the worst trade. It might actually play out for a 1R. You ever had some mock? No, I haven't, unfortunately. Makes sense, got you, bro. Want me to take it for memes? Sure. It's not even a bad trade. I just don't want to risk real money on it. You ever tried Dave's Hot Chicken? I think I tried it. Wait, is that the one in Toronto? Dave's Hot Chicken? Isn't that guy on TikTok who's like, Toronto, 10-piece chicken, $5? It's that guy, right? Or is that something else, bro? Is that something else? Where's the best to learn IFUG CISD strategy? I would do it on my YouTube channel. Oh, that's Knockout Chicken. Yeah, you're right. That is not. Why do you know that, bro? That is Knockout Chicken. That's fucking hilarious. Yes, so I can confirm the 20% off zero plans goes until the end of the month. Until the end of the month. Yeah, do I tag number 7 or wait for your number 6? Can you 3-star him, bro? Can you 3-star him? Why did you not buy at the market open after the huge FEG? That would be a very FOMO-ish trade for me personally. I don't take trades like that. I'm not just gonna buy off strength or chase momentum. That's just not how I like to trade. What will happen if Powell gets fired? Probably some good volatility in the marketplace. I wouldn't hold this trade anymore, by the way, guys. This hypothetical trade just took out the high. Like the only way you keep that is if it just spikes all the way through. Bro, Dave's is shittier, more expensive though. Everyone from Toronto knows that guy. How old are you? I'm 22 years old. Chicken leg piece, chicken wing piece. What town hall are you? 12. I'm working on 12. I'm gonna just watch this guy attacking war, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Yo, what are these? Why are we getting these shitty ass attacks, bro? What's going on, team? Including me. Damn, Elliot's a beast. Damn, Hercules is a beast. Jacko's a beast too. I'm gonna watch this shit. Oh my goodness. Absolutely destroyed. How? I'm just watching their people attacking the war. Oh, this guy's gonna get cut. Think he was crazy today? Yeah, not much. The Town Hall 9. Oh, that's my other account. Boom, 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 boom. I think 19's fire. I can tell that you're from. Is it Saga or Scarborough? I took it for the meme, by the way, Gaddy. Risk 300. Did you close it break even or are you still in? Thank you guys. Keep shorting all time highs. Bro, just full port sleep. Yeah, this is not the easiest price action. Well, it's easy price action. It's just no trade. For me, at least. It's pretty easy. I don't have to think much today. Easy day at work. Nah, no trades. Why are you not looking for shorts? I would never short after seeing this. I'm in short since 407.5. Good luck, bro. 407. This guy's funny, bro. This guy not only shorted the top tick, also got the perfect fill. Bro, nice, bro. Nice. I really hope that's satire, bro, because that's funny as fuck. Guys, I've been in short since I've been in short since 410, bro. I've been in short since 410. It's playing out really nicely. It's playing out really nicely. Yeah. I got filled at 410. Beautiful spread. PA is pretty clear, weight and long. I mean, if you waited and longed at any point, you wouldn't have really made anything. And if you waited here, well, probably gonna get stopped out depending on where your stop loss is. Commodore 1 to 57.6 RR trade. Very obvious trade, yes. Target for shorts, the minor sell side. I don't know what more you can target than just the minor sell side. 15-minute gap. Nothing for me. Not yet. Wait for a good retracement. You gonna take a short? No way I'm shorting today, no. Maybe in the afternoon if it starts to break down, but I've been in long since 1985 creation of Nasdaq. Where do I find my rebuild date? There's a section that says billing on the dashboard. Yeah, the 1 hour model would have actually played out if you, I mean, obviously if you didn't put the stop lower. I would have put it lower. It's fine, guys. Listen, I've been in short since 419.25. It's literally fine. You know what I should do? I'm gonna take a paper trade short. I'm gonna take a paper trade short. And anyone who joins the live stream just might copy me. Is that kind of like evil? Is that kind of evil? I'm not even gonna put a stop loss. Is it gonna say that the whole time? Okay, let's just throw this all the way up there, bro. Let's just throw this all the way down. Why is SL so high? Oh my days, bro. You can't be a real human being. You obviously can be. Took this took the same trade. Is that the signal? He just joined. Guys, make sure you cover your risk. We don't get stopped out. Not on this channel. Not on this channel, bro. Realistically, though, surely this has like 100% win rate. Surely. What RR is this trade? Looks great. I don't know. Let's calculate. So it's copy trader is gonna eat tonight. It would actually be sad if someone copy traded this and then hit TP. It's actually possible. But I feel like it's pretty engaging. I don't know if you guys know who Cammy is, but Cammy always does this shit. He always takes a paper trade on his live account after he's done trading. That way people join the live stream and they always see like, yo, what the hell? This guy's in a trade. Like, I'll even put the money on, bro. Just to fuck with people. No, obviously this is a paper trade, you know? But like you get it? Like it's so like you're just like obviously baiting those people. You know that guy? Yeah. He put me on that. I mean I've never done it before. Paper? Nah, bro. Live money. Life savings. This guy said, "What's your confluence?" Oh my days. Oh my god. Please, I actually feel bad now. I actually feel bad. That's good. Some liquidity for the marketplace. Told you guys. Told you guys. Full pour shorts. Add them to the list, bro. Yep, I made the Notion template myself. It's actually pretty good. Took the same shorts, but entered way earlier. That's a funny ass comment. This guy said entered the same shorts, but way earlier. We have the same stop loss. Only 10 contracts. Where's the stop loss? Just shows some people just copy trade. Yeah. 10 minis. Guys, this is a paper trade. Please don't. I actually feel bad. I shouldn't have done this. I actually feel bad. I mean, I don't feel bad. Your SL is my TP. Really? We are just joking. I know some of you are joking, but I don't. I think if you guys read the TikTok chat right now, I think you would truly think that they are not joking. Everyone's joking on YouTube. I think so, because YouTube, everyone knows. Like everyone's locked in. No one really comes late to YouTube, but read us the TikTok chats. I mean, some people were saying like what's your compliment for the trade? Why 10 minis? Why did you go short? Hold your up. Hello. This is a paper trade, bro. Confluence is a funny one. Why were we talking about Cammy? Because he always takes a paper trade on his TikTok live stream, and it makes people join the live stream and be like, "Yo, why did you take this trade?" Or, "Bro, why are you risking so much?" Or like it makes people engage because they see the trade is open. When he's actually trading, yeah, he does that. But I'm saying when he's done trading, sometimes he'll be done trading. No, no, sometimes he'll be done trading. Or are those real trades? Are they always real? No, I swear sometimes he's done trading, and then after that he'll just leave a paper trade running. I mean, I know at least one time he's done that, so it was enough to give me the idea to try. He will get more viewers. Add a magnet emoji. I'll tell you what we can do. I'll tell you what we can do. Now it looks so real. Now it looks like I'm actually in this trade. Look, I'll even make it way more real. Look at this. If I add a red line like that, come on, bro. You know how many people are gonna fall for this shit? Come on. Some people are gonna fall for this shit, bro. I'll be honest. If someone asks for confidence, make up some shit. It is my confidence, my key level. Fake comms, bro. I can't trade too much live. I mean, it literally might play out, but it would just be luck. Inshallah model. You seen those two dudes on TikTok that just ask chat what to trade and they take it and they just keep reversing it? No, that's a pretty cool idea though, I guess. Is this financial advice? No. You're up 300 people? That's crazy. I mean, I usually get 300 people anyways. Trail some profit? This is not a real trade, bro. TP? Well, I really can't tell if some of you guys are joking or not. I really hope you are. I really hope so. The solar system is actually profitable? It's about to hit your stop loss? Bro, don't worry, because I'll tell you what happens if it hits your stop. Just wait, I'll tell you. Don't worry, don't worry. No, not on Alpha Ticks. You gotta go to Alpha Futures. Scale in? No, I can do something better than scale in, bro. I'll show you guys. Just wait. Just wait, guys. Just wait. Just wait. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Alright, bro. Easy. Alright, guys. Key level trade. Hold on. Hold on. We need a better fill. Let's extend our key level. 420. Oh, 420 is a key level for sure. Wait a bit. Add a rectangle box. I'll make it look super cool too. What am I doing? I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think the rectangle zone goes crazy. I think the rectangle zone goes crazy. Take care, Garrett. Yeah, not much to happen today. Go sell now, SMT. Works for me, bro. This is called the reset account model. It's 100% win rate every time you reset your account. Stop joking, you will miss the sell move. Brother, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to be shorting today. Let me just tell you that much, bro. Let me just tell you that much. 0% chance. A genie could come into my room right now, and I still would not short. I lied. If a genie came into my room, I probably would. That's like the ultimate signal. Alright, now we can just let the trade go. This is getting boring. Anyways. Did anyone trade today? Did anyone actually take a trade? Like, actually, no trolls. No. Breaker midi long? Okay. Yeah. No trades, impossible. Nah, long off the FEG. I took a long, made 4K, then I woke up. That's fucking hilarious. Why'd you enter sells? This is a paper trade, bro. I entered sells with the 100% intention to aggravate the people in the stream. Should I just call it? I would probably call it, Jonas. I'll tell you one thing, Jonas. If you took a loss, how would you feel? If I took a loss today, how would I feel? I'd probably feel like a dumbass if I took a loss. You took the 1 hour model long? Nice, bro. I mean, that one did play out. Take a look at YM. I did look at YM. Oh, that's nice. I looked at YM when it was here, and then I was like, yeah, it's probably done as well. I hate no news. I hate Monday no news. I hate Monday in general. Just use AI to trade already. This was untradeable. For me, untradeable, yeah. Not for everyone, though. Took a long, closed early. I will trade PM session today, yeah. Hopefully, it gives us something good enough to work with. Like I said, the 1 hour model is it actually formed in the morning here, like I said earlier. Right here. Right? Like, see how easy it is to get 1R? On a real note here, let's actually talk about something that is important. It's actually quite easy to get 1R with the model. Like, look at this. It's just basically saying that just because we tapped the fair value gap here and we showed that bullish inversion, we're likely to go higher. And 1R is such a small target that it's just likely to get hit. You know? It really is just that simple. V-shape recovery from in-mod 2 but close early, took 0.5 bar. Nice, bro. Getted Brett coin? Take care, Kisbay. This stream is AI generated. I entered sells with 3 cons, up 900, sold left the runner, stopped our break even. You entered sells? Bro, where? The win rate? Right now, it's at 70. I'm like pretty consistent with the 70. What's your usual risk reward? I usually average around 2, but it depends. AM session or PM session, or are we combining both? Because my RR and the PM is, for now, as of right now, there's no layers to the ATM model. It's just 1R every time. I'll probably add layers to it. Maybe, for example, like take off 80% at 1R and then leave the rest to 2 or something like that. I think so too, Yoshi, to be honest. Just because of the going into September. To 1R these days, yeah, nothing wrong with 1R. I'm starting to implement looking at the volume of a move. For example, if a down move has 5 candles, I look at how many candles, then eat that down move up. That's good. That's basically what a CISD is, right? How often do you backtest? I try to do a little bit is whenever I can. Are we bullish on NQ right now? Bro. If this isn't bullish, bro, then what is even bullish? What even is bullish? If this is not bullish. This is like max bullish, like max, supreme, ultra max bullish. Chill, bro. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, the short your in was break even for me. Nice. How do you manage patience and emotion? The patience is easy because I know exactly what I'm looking for to trade. How do I manage emotion? You get used to it. You don't manage emotion. The emotion's always there. It just becomes easier to deal with. Emotion doesn't go away. Or a human. The emotion's not just gonna disappear. You're not gonna turn into a robot. There's always gonna be emotion, but you can get used to managing it. It helps to think in probabilities. It helps to just remind yourself that the outcome of any trade doesn't really matter. Right? It's all about the mindset too. So I guess yeah, you can't turn off the emotions, but you can definitely change the way you think and view price and the markets to make it easier on yourself. Like for example, when I lose, I don't get upset because I know that in the long run, this is my equity curve. So if every time I lose, am I just gonna panic and be like, "Oh no, my equity"? No, right? It's supposed to go down, so it can go back up. That's every profitable equity curve looks like this. So you just have to remember that. Nah, no trade for me today. So right, that's how I deal with losses. Um, and then what makes it easier? Risk management makes it easier. Sometimes I go on losing streaks, but it's pretty rare that when I go on losing streaks or a couple losses in a row, that they're all full-sized losses. Usually it's not, I don't lose the full amount. I manage to reduce my stop loss and then I get stopped out. So then I know as long as I keep trading this model, it's going to pan out in my favor. No trades for me today. Could you explain the 40% consistency rule on the zero plan with a 1500 max payout? Very simple. If you want to request a $1,500 payout, you would have to make $3,000. Although I wouldn't recommend that. I would just take a payout as soon as you're eligible. But your best day couldn't be 1,200. So if you want to request 1,500, on that account, you'd have to make 3,000. As long as your best day is not 1,200, you are good. So technically, you could P&L 1,000, 1,000, and then 1,000, and you would be good if you wanted to. Although I wouldn't recommend that. I think the zero account's a really good beginner-friendly account. So if you're gonna get the zero account, in my opinion, what you should aim for is probably like 3 $200 days. If you can get 3 $200 days, that's $600, and then you can request a small $300 payout and then keep trading. Have you finished reading the book? I am always reading. Oh yeah, I need 5 winning days. So that's what I would aim for then. Just aim for 5 winning days and request whatever you're eligible. That's like perfect. If you want to like guarantee yourself a payout, just look to take profit $200 every single day. If it's an A+ day, okay, aim for more. If it's not an A+ day, just take it at 200. 5 winning days, you can request a payout. As long as you're consistent, right? Take that money, reinvest it, get another zero eval. Maybe you can get 3 zero evals, And then all of a sudden that $200 winning day is actually $600. We'll trade the PM model today if there's no trade in the AM. Yeah. How would you take payouts with TopStep? On TopStep, I'd get a buffer. How to show proof? Just message me on Discord. I got you. Did you take any trades? No trades for me today. On TopStep, I would build a buffer. TopStep has no consistency rule, so you want to kind of take advantage of that and try to build a buffer. So obviously, you do kind of have to build a buffer, but to counteract that downside of TopStep, there's no consistency rule. So you simply gotta take advantage, right? Look for high risk to reward trades. Maybe on TopStep you want to have like if you have an A+ setup, you risk, right, 0.25, but then if it's A+, you risk 0.5. Would you say for Apex? What would you say for Apex? For Apex, your main goal, listen, on Apex, forget everything. Your main goal should be to reach that live trailing drawdown. You got to build a buffer on Apex as soon as possible, is what I'm trying to say. You do not want to leave that shit running. It's going to be very tough to manage when there's live trailing drawdown. So your first goal for Apex should definitely be to get rid of that trailing drawdown. Which means get the buffer, safety net, whatever it is. So for Apex, you're passing challenge. For the challenge, I mean, there's no rules. It's pretty simple. But for the funded account with Apex, I would highly recommend, just keep this in mind. Your profit target is $3,000. And your best day cannot be, hold on, I will tell you. Cannot be 900. So what are you going to do? What was it, MM? So what, in my opinion, you should do MM. You're going to aim for 3,000. Okay? Aim for $3,000. And mentally, don't keep track of it every day. Like, oh, I need this much more. No, just that's your target. Keep trading. It's not gonna happen right away. Just let it go. Look to take profit around no more than like 800 in one day. You know, no more than 800 in one day. 4 down, 3-star, nice, bro. No, I wouldn't short. I'm not touching shorts today. You can't get more than 300 on the zero eval. You can. You can pass in one day on the zero eval if you want. What to do with the 50K TopStep eval? I would do the same as Alpha. I would risk 750. This is how I do it. I would risk 750 and look to profit 1,500. Yeah, 0.5 is not bad. Yeah, you can risk 0.5. Anywhere from 0.25 to 0.5, I think is a good range to risk. If it's your first account and you've never gotten a payout, I probably wouldn't do 0.5. So 2 trades to pass. Exactly, bro. 2 solid trades. Now, mind you, just because I'm risking 750 doesn't mean I'm losing 750 when I'm wrong, right? I still reduce my risk. So I still usually get more than 2 attempts. It's not like I risk 750, lose twice, oh, I lost. No, I usually reduce my risk. Sometimes I break even. So you get a couple attempts at that 750 2-hour trade. If I made 300 on the zero every day for 5 days, should I just take the 1,500 payout or 750? You can only request half of what you make. So it would be 750. And I would recommend 750. Because then you can do it again. In my opinion, your goal, if you're a brand new, I'm going to say a brand new trader, but if you've never been paid and you get the zero eval, your goal should be secure 1 payout. And then I would use that money to get an account. Do second account, secure a payout, get a third account, get a third payout. And then you can go, you can even up a level account. Because if you're going to go for a max payout on the zero eval, it's not a bad thing. But if you're going to go for that, you might as well just get the standard account at that point. I feel like, thank you, have a buffer of 1% right now, so I'm risking on eval like 0.7 to 1%. Yeah. You got it, bro. Just keep longing at equilibrium until we break below a low. It's only going to go higher. I'm not going to, none of these would meet my model criteria. I don't have a draw liquidity higher. I'm kind of hitting myself for starting a My Funded Future starter. My Funded Future starter is not too bad. It's pretty similar. It's just, I think you need a buffer to get a payout, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. You can do it, bro. Right? It doesn't really matter what firm you go with, to be honest. Obviously, some will make it easier on you than others, but at the end of the day, you just got to follow the rules, right? Another thing that's really important that I feel like people don't realize is you have to ask yourself, what is your goal with prop firms? Are you trying to get like 50 prop firms and get a huge amount of payouts monthly? Or are you trying to, just secure a return on your investment? Maybe put that money into a live account or something, take small payouts consistently, or just take payouts whenever you're eligible rather than go for one really big payout. You got to figure out what your goal is what I'm trying to say. Like for me, my personal goal, as soon as I'm eligible for payout, I take it. I don't want to take that opportunity for granted. Not that I don't trust myself, but I'm just a lot more comfortable just taking it as soon as I'm eligible. And that's what I like to do. I put that money into a live account, whether it's in my stock account or I put it into my futures trading account, which I'm not trading right now. To me, I think that's a really good thing to do. Maybe at some point I'll be like, okay, let's actually try to get a big payout on this account or whatever. But for now, I'm really happy with that methodology. Because for me, right, the goal is to just simply, I don't want to trade prop firms forever. We also don't know where prop firms will be in a couple of years. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now, Cyprof. I am building a live day trading account with money from payouts. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what my goal is. The way you're saying eligible is goated. Appreciate you, bro. If I make $1,000 on a zero account, I can only take out 500. Then will my max draw on the account only be 500? Nope, it'll be 1,500, Kazi. That's why I like Alpha Futures, because with any other firm, it would only be 500. But with Alpha Futures, you'll still have $1,500 left to work with. Did anyone miss the longs? I didn't miss any longs. This is just simply a no trade day. My model did not form. If I took a trade today, that would be 100% rule break, and I would be upset with myself. How many Apex accounts would recommend? And go into personal? That's gonna be completely up to you, bro. Based off what you decided to not trade today. I have no drawn liquidity higher. There's no way I can trade. The first step of all of my models is clear draw on liquidity. There is no one here who can tell me what to clear draw on liquidity. I talked about 23,400 on stream. That was not clear to me. Like that's like a best case scenario. So I'm not gonna take longs praying and hoping we reach 2,400 today on a no news Monday. There's just no way. There's no way I'm going to just hope and wait for that. In hindsight, we ended up reaching 2,400. But that's it. For me, it's going to be a no short. There's no way I'm going to short this because you tell me what's a clear drawn liquidity lower. It's definitely not going to reverse. So that means you have to target something in this range that's high probability. Well, that could be just this low right here, for example. And that's not going to cover enough risk to reward. Maybe this low. It's possible. You could target 50%. It's possible. And I would target based off 930 open. So you could target 50%, which would be like right there. But it may not get there. Friday's low. I don't think that's going to happen today. If it does happen today, then I'd wait for it to break down and then look for shorts after. But I'm not going to short it here hoping for Friday's low. I'd wait for it to break down, and then maybe at this point in time in the PM session, we can align short if that happens. I don't know if it will. It's completely up to you, MM. Yeah, user, I have. Alpha's been a lot easier. Do you work out? I do, yeah. I'm trying to do my best. I do have a back injury, but I'm still trying to do my best. I am going to go today. No trades today for me, not yet. Guys, top step eval when I'm risking 750 to make 1,500. How many micro contracts are you risking and how many points? It depends. My stop loss is not determined based on how much I'm risking. How many contracts is dependent on my stop loss. So it really depends. You have to calculate it every single time. For example, if I was going to go short right now and my stop loss is here, okay, I have to ask myself, how many contracts can I do so it's 750 risk? I'm not going to say, okay, short, 750 risk, 10 contracts means right here. No. Contracts comes after. That's the whole point of trading micros. I'm thinking like that it must at least go. Don't ever say must. In my opinion, just get that word out of your mind. I think it's going to make trading a lot more difficult. There is never a must. It could equilibrium be a draw? Sure. It's possible. To me, it's more of like a profit-taking thing. Like the only way, think about it like this: the only way we're gonna come down here, is one, the algo stops spooling market buys. Two, the algo start spooling market sells. That's kind of a lot to ask, you know. So it's possible in lunch we get a retracement. 1050 macro right now, also possible. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's possible, right? Maybe we get a breaker here. And maybe it goes lower. It's possible. 2 minute is pretty clean. But like I said, to me, it's a very difficult thing to trust. How many dollars you're risking on a 50K funded? I personally risk $125 on a 50K funded. If it was Top Step, I'd probably do a little bit more because on Top Step you need those $200 winning days, right? So I'd probably look to risk $200 on Top Step. Yeah. But with Alpha, I don't even need to do more. Just 125. You can always up the risk, but you can never go. You can go down. But just remember, you can always up the risk. So I'm comfortable with the less risk. What are your opinions of valid breaker, valid order block? We're inside of a higher time frame. Doesn't have to be a higher time frame, I guess, but if we're inside of a liquidity pool, the market's inside of a liquidity pool, the market's predisposed to go lower, and then we get that shift in structure or delivery, that's a valid breaker block or an order block. When's the giveaway? I don't know when to give it away, to be honest. I think sometime near the end of the month. I'm going to buy 3 accounts with your code. Is that 3 entries into the giveaway? That would be 3 entries, yes. So if you do, message me on Discord and I can get you sorted. Manipulation and reversal already happened, bro. Get out of the markets for today. I'm not trading anymore, brother. Just here talking to you guys. 23.5 is possible. That's very extreme, though. That's like past -4 Asia. But it's possible. Of course it's possible. Anything's possible. Maybe 450. Wouldn't say 500 today. Bought an account 2 days ago. Nah, the regular account. Listen, if you got a regular account with my code, you can still come in the giveaway. I'm giving away 4 accounts. So if you use my regular account code, if you use my code for a regular account as well, you can message me on Discord and I'll get you sorted as well. Just let me know. You just gotta let me know. I will not just hunt people down and be like, yo, I see that you use my code. Just message me. All right, now what I'm gonna do is record a clickbait TikTok video. This is gonna be for the hook. Clickbait is personal. All right. All right. Guys, I can't even keep a straight face. I can't record this. I actually don't think I can record this. I actually don't think I can, bro. All right, hold on. I can't even keep a straight face, man. How am I supposed to record this video? I was gonna say like one obvious trade today, but like there's no way I can say that with a straight face. There's just no way. Oh, you're right. 23-4. It's so stupid, bro. Someone said gay smile. What does that even mean, bro? All right. Nah, I can't even do it, bro. I feel like the most click. Let me tell you what's the most rage bait comment, bro. If I say this is why you need to start using breakaway gaps, bro, everyone is gonna fucking clickbait, rage bait. I don't know. I feel like that would piss me off if someone said that. Like, if you're not using breakaway gaps, then you're not a real ICT trader. Shut up, bro. Seems to be the recipe for views. I agree. I see it 10 times a day. Yeah, hold on. Let's get this good. Let's get this good. You want to say it? Type W if you take this trade. We will spam it. I don't even know if I know how to do that. I don't know how to record that. Don't do it. It's so misleading. I'm only gonna say it for the first 4 seconds of the video, and then I'm gonna say obviously today was a no trade day. I still want to stay fully transparent. I don't want to lie, but just to get people to click on the video. So we took one trade today off this breakaway gap, targeting 20. I can't even keep a straight face. No, we did not take any trades today. All-time high was hit today. I actually wanted to see lower going into open. I wanted to see Friday's low, but then we just pumped up, and there was simply no trade. So stream 9 out of 10, I think. Stream 9 out of 100. I'll come back in the PM session, see if we can find anything there. But no trade in the morning session. 23-4 was kind of called. I said if we were going to expand higher, the whole numbers are a great thing to target. I was also looking at Asian range standard deviations, as well as the midnight opening manipulation leg. See how it kind of aligns there with the -2, 23-4. So it's pretty good in that sense. But again, no trade today. Model did not form. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I couldn't do it, guys. How did you find 23-4? It's just a whole number. It's just a whole number. I marked down the wrong hour for FG. We bounced off only from Sunday, but still, this is Monday. The conditions we're looking for did not show. Yeah, it is what it is. It's okay. PM session might offer 1 hour for me, so we'll see if we can get that. I will send you guys something in the Discord before 2 p.m. what I'm looking for if I'm going to trade PM session. That way, if you want to trade the 1 hour model with me, you can. If not, well, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter to me. We also it may not form. So we'll see. But I'm probably gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna go make some food. I'm gonna go to the gym. Gonna go to Costco. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live again tomorrow. If you're not in the giveaway yet, but you use my code, just send me a Discord message. Day 10's tomorrow, yes. And I will see you guys live again tomorrow. Stay tuned in the Discord if you want to hear my game plan for PM session. Whether it's trade or no trade, I'm not sure. No, I don't go to the one on steals, but I think I know where steals is. Peace out, guys.